What's going on, guys? This is Kip here, and I just want to bring you another video about how I'm earning some passive income online. I'll show you guys how it works. We're going to be talking about cloud mining, but more specifically cloud mining through HashFlare, which is obviously a cloud mining company. But before we jump into it, I always give away 0.1 when I make new videos now, 0.1 Bitcoin. So we can hop over and do the giveaway. And this time, instead of giving away Bitcoin, I actually noticed this comment when I was scrolling down. This was my last video that I posted. And this person, Hussy Husnain, they said, "I've been watching your videos for a fair while now and really enjoying them. I've even gotten a few of my friends to invest, and also congrats, pal, on becoming a Bitcoin millionaire. P.S. Instead of giving Bitcoin, could you partner buy some BTC packs on USI Tech?" And then they gave me their partner ID. So instead of giving away 0.1 Bitcoin, I'm going to give away 0.1 Bitcoin worth of Bitcoin packages inside USI Tech, which is another passive income program that I've been using. And thanks for watching my channel, man. I really appreciate it, and it's awesome that you're actually starting to kind of market out there, get a few friends to sign up, get a couple referrals. I'm a big fan of showing you guys how to market and refer to different programs, because it can be an awesome boost to your online income. A lot of people are against referring, and a lot of people comment on videos you only make money because you refer, you sign people up and get commissions. But I think that's kind of totally crazy. I mean, that's the whole point of being a marketer. That's the whole point of putting out videos and content, because you do end up getting paid for your time. And as long as you're honest about what you're promoting, then more power to you. I hope you get a bunch of signups and a bunch of referral commissions, because there's nothing wrong with that. That's how the program's set up. That's how it's meant to be used. And you guys are taking advantage of that, so that's awesome for you. So let's get your partner ID, and we will buy you 0.1 worth of packages in USI Tech. Obviously, this will be blurred out just to stay compliant with the company. I don't want to show anything in my dashboard. And this will probably get you, let's see, around 25 packs. Oh, no, even more than that. Let's go 28. Yeah, there you go, 28 packages. So we just input that where we want to put the number of packages. Buy for partner. If you guys are in USI Tech, if you didn't know this was an option, it is. You can buy for other partners in the company. And member found but not in your organization, so we cannot display the name. And you can even buy for members that aren't in your downline. So this person, Hussy, actually isn't in my downline, which I'm totally fine with. And you can actually still buy packages for other people inside the company, other members of USI Tech. But they just won't show you who you're buying for, because obviously security reasons, they're not going to show you someone's name that's not in your team. But let's go ahead and we will answer my security questions. And that should get you 28 packages. You can see the total is 0.1 Bitcoin. So I'll just agree to the terms and conditions, purchase. And then there you go. 0.1 Bitcoin worth of BTC packs should be hitting your account very, very soon. So now that we got the giveaway out of the way, let's jump into HashFlare. And if you guys don't know what Bitcoin mining is, for the new people to the channel, I'll kind of try to flow through it real quick. So Bitcoin mining, you can actually mine Bitcoin. That's how new Bitcoins are created. And the miners are rewarded with fresh new Bitcoins created by the blockchain. And you do this by running a certain type of computer that specifically just mines Bitcoin 24/7, 365. You keep it on all the time. And you guys can purchase these computers for yourself. They're ASIC miners. You guys can buy these, but you have to take into account the price of the computer itself, the maintenance that you need to perform on it to keep it running all the time, and the electricity costs associated with running these machines. And also, they put off a lot of heat, so it can heat up your house or your apartment or wherever you're running it significantly. And you don't want to let them overheat, so you have to take cooling into consideration, the price of cooling. There's a lot of stuff involved. So what there's Bitcoin cloud mining services, where basically these are big companies that purchase big, huge amounts of these computers at once, big bulk orders to get them for cheaper prices, and they pretty much have warehouses that are just filled with these computers running all the time, mining for them, and you guys can pretty much lease computer space for mining Bitcoin through them. So you give them your money, obviously you deposit, you invest, and then you'll be mining with their equipment in their warehouse. And just to show you guys, this is what an average Bitcoin mining farm, they call it a Bitcoin mining farm. This is what they look like, just huge warehouses filled with racks, and on each rack it's filled with these little Bitcoin mining computers. And you can imagine how many they have in all of these racks in these huge warehouses. The warehouses are usually set up where there is renewable energy is plentiful, or cheap electricity is plentiful, because you can imagine the electricity costs going into running all of these computers all day, every day. So you do get paid out 7 days a week. You do earn 7 days a week. And like I said, it's super simple and basic. You pretty much invest, you give them your money, they lease you a spot in one of, one or multiple of their computers in their warehouse, and you get the earnings from that computer doing Bitcoin mining. And this is HashFlare. HashFlare isn't on the top of my list as, my favorite go-to companies for mining Bitcoin. It's probably third on my list. Number 1 is Genesis. Number 2 is another company that I actually just recently started that I'm still kind of testing out a little bit, but I do like it more than HashFlare. And then number 3 would be HashFlare. But currently, right now, it's one of the only companies left that actually has hash power available. And hash power is what you get when you invest. You get a certain amount of hash power, which is, the power from this computer mining Bitcoin for you. So you get a certain amount of hash power. This is the only company, one of the only companies left right now that has available hash power or available Bitcoin mining to buy. So obviously I'm going to go with HashFlare just because it is available. And Bitcoin mining is actually super profitable right now. I can actually show you guys how to calculate how profitable it is. So we can hop right into my account. I've been signed up not even that long. I actually made a deposit. It timed out because Bitcoin transactions were so backed up. So it hasn't gone through yet. That was like a week and a half ago. And then I actually made another purchase of 100 terahash a few days ago. It went through no problem. And then I reinvested a little bit. So I had 100 terahash even. I reinvested from my earnings. So I bought another 2.9 terahash. And this 102 or 103 terahash right now, before the maintenance fees, because they do charge you a daily maintenance fee. Before the maintenance fees, I'm earning around $260 a day, and the maintenance fee is a little bit less than 20%, but I'll say just 20% just to round up, just so you have a decent idea of what you'll be paying in fees. But I can show you guys how to purchase. I'm going to purchase another 100 terahash, what the prices are, how to figure out how profitable it will be for you. But there are a few things you want to keep in mind before I even get into that about cloud mining. A lot of people say it's not profitable long term. I tend to disagree. I've been with Genesis Mining for about 6 months now, and just the Bitcoin mining, which is SHA-256, just the Bitcoin mining that I purchased about $37,000 worth of hash power from Genesis Mining. And I've already mined about $55,000 worth of Bitcoin. So for me, I believe that Bitcoin cloud mining is and can be very profitable. But it does change about every 2 weeks, the mining difficulty rate. So how hard it is for these computers to mine the Bitcoin does change about every 2 weeks. So that's something you always need to take into consideration. Depending on what the difficulty is, that's what really determines about how much you'll be earning per day. The price of the coin that you're mining, which I choose to mine Bitcoin all the time. The price of the coin that you're mining also determines how fast you'll break even, things like that. So it can change. It can become less profitable. It can become more profitable. Nobody can really see the future for the profitability of cloud mining. So all those people that say it's not profitable, I mean, they don't know. All the people that say it is super profitable, they don't know what the future is going to bring. It can change all the time, basically, based on the difficulty of mining and the price of the coin that you're mining. So we can jump right in, and if you guys did want to purchase, This isn't like Genesis Mining where I can give you a promo code to get 3% off. There are no promo codes. You basically just sign up. If you want, you can use my link in the description box below. And like I said earlier in the video, I'll obviously receive a referral commission for it. So there will be a link in the description box below if you want to sign up. If not, you can just go to hashflare.io and sign up yourself. And then if you do want to purchase, you just want to click on the little shopping cart next to the SHA-256. I only recommend buying SHA-256 right now, which is Bitcoin mining. And I'm going to purchase another 100 terahash in this video to show you guys how. And you can see 100 terahash will cost me $15,000 US or 0.8595 Bitcoin. And how we figure out the profitability is I use CoinWars. This is basically a Bitcoin mining calculator. And you can see CoinWars. You go to coinwars.com, and then you just want to click on mining calculators, and then you just want to scroll down to BTC, and then this is where you're going to punch in all your info, and it's going to tell you basically how profitable it will be, when you'll break even, how much you're earning a day, things like that. And each terahash that you purchase is 1,000 gigahash. So I'll be purchasing 100 terahash, so that would be 100,000 gigahash. And then for the power, you're gonna put 0. We don't pay any power fees. We don't pay any power costs. So we're gonna put this on 0. And then, like I said, they do charge you a maintenance fee daily. It's a little bit under 20%. It's hovering somewhere around 18%, but I'll just go 20%. I'd rather round up a little bit and overestimate than underestimate. And then it will automatically fill in the Bitcoin difficulty for you. This is how many Bitcoins you get as a reward for solving a block. That will automatically be filled in. And then Bitcoin to US dollar, the exchange rate of Bitcoin at the time. I don't know what exchange rate they use. I have a widget for Coinbase right up here at the top. Coinbase is always a little bit higher than normal. I use blockchain as my go-to wallet. And currently in blockchain right now, the exchange rate is 17,200. So just to keep it even and in between, we can check CoinMarketCap too. CoinMarketCap says Bitcoin is 17,700. So like I said, I'd rather underestimate the price just so you'd actually end up making more than what the site tells you, just to be safe. So I'll say $17,250. And then the hardware cost is what we're paying for our cloud mining contract, which would be $15,000 US. And then we would just click calculate. And you can see right now, if I purchase for $15,000, if I purchase 100 terahash, which is 100,000 gigahash, I will actually break even in about 68 days. We can say 70 days just to be safe. I always round up. And you guys can see that after my maintenance fee every single day, I'll be earning around $218.12 just from the 100 terahash that I'm purchasing now, not the 100 that I already have in. Weekly, I'll be earning about $1,500. Monthly, I'll be earning around $6,500, and yearly, so after 1 year, I'll be earning $80,000. And the contracts in HashFlare are 1 year long. So I'll basically turn my $15,000 into about $80,000 after all the fees. And this will give you a rough estimate because this is if the price and the difficulty stayed the same for the next year. This is roughly about how much I'd be earning. The difficulty will go up. It can go down sometimes. It most likely, historically it's gone up every 2 weeks. About 5% every 2 weeks. And it kind of offsets it when the price keeps going up too. As long as the price is moving up with the difficulty, it basically offsets the increase of the difficulty, as far as I've seen with my cloud mining accounts. But that is how you would calculate using CoinWars how much your contract will be paying out and when you'll be breaking even. And even if you want to not even take into consideration the US dollar value, but actually the Bitcoin value of how much Bitcoin you deposited versus how much you're taking out. Because a lot of people say cloud mining, you're better off just holding your Bitcoin long term, and you'll make more than you would have cloud mining. So let's just go back to HashFlare and see how much Bitcoin. So 0.8595 Bitcoin is how much it will cost me to deposit 15,000 right now. So let's just pull out the calculator. We'll go 0.8595 Bitcoin is what it's going to cost me to purchase this contract. And we'll go back to our mining calculator, and we can see daily, before the fees and everything. Daily, I'll be earning around 0.015 minus about 20%. Would be roughly 0.0125 a day. So we will go divided by 0.0125 a day. And just based on the Bitcoin I'm putting in versus the Bitcoin I'm taking out, would, just like it says on the calculator, would be right around 70 days I break even. And that's if the price and the difficulty stays the same, which, like I said, they're constantly both moving. The difficulty moves about every 2 weeks, and the price moves about every 30 seconds. But I mean, that is a risk I'm willing to take. I'm willing to, put in my Bitcoin to try to get more Bitcoin out. And by breaking even in around 70 days, I think the risk versus reward is well worth it. There are a few things you do want to keep in mind before you actually purchase. Always remember, when you buy cloud mining through a company, this is a third-party company. They have the control over the company, over your account basically, and they can make changes whenever they want. These are 1-year contracts with HashFlare. They used to be open-ended, so as long as it was profitable to mine Bitcoin, your contract would keep going and keep paying you out. But then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they changed it to 1-year contracts. And I can see that. I can understand that. Things in business change all the time. So I could see that, anybody that purchased a contract after that, it was 1 year. But what they also did that a lot of people were upset about was the existing customers that had already purchased open-ended contracts through HashFlare. Those contracts that they already had actually got reduced to 1-year contracts too. So that's what I mean when I say they can basically change the rules whenever they want. So always keep that in mind. Always remember that you are mining through a third-party company. You are mining through HashFlare, and they could basically change the rules on you tomorrow. You don't know, so that is a risk we are taking. And another risk I want to tell you guys about HashFlare, this is something to keep in mind and consider, is I was actually going to deposit somewhere between $75,000 and $100,000 because it's so profitable right now. And then actually before I sent my transaction, I pumped the brakes a little bit and I looked a little bit deeper into HashFlare. And one thing that a lot of people are nervous about is their domain. So the name hashflare.io, they paid for that for, it's been registered since 2014. But the expiration date, so when they need to renew their domain to own this website name, that expires on December 15th this year, 2017. So a lot of people are nervous. They're thinking, is the site just going to disappear after November 12th? Or sorry, November 15th? Are they going to renew their domain? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. So this is what really stopped me from depositing $75,000, $100,000. But I'm willing to risk it. I already put in $15,000. I'm willing to risk another $15,000 because I think, they just haven't renewed it yet. I think they will. I hope, obviously. They could just get an automatic renewal every year on the expiration date. I don't really know, but I'm not too worried that they're just going to disappear. They are a big company. They have been around for multiple years already, since 2014. A lot of people are mining with them. A lot of people are happy with them. So I don't think they're just going to disappear. Today is the 12th, in the next 3 days. But like I said, this did make me hesitant, and this did stop me from depositing big, like 75 grand. But I will deposit small and keep buying, 100 terahash at a time until this date comes and goes, and they are still around. They are still paying. They are owned by Hashcoins. And Hashcoins is actually a Bitcoin mining hardware company. So they make the computers that do the Bitcoin mining. They've been around, I believe, since 2014 also. And if you go to their website, you can see that they have different investment opportunities. And one of the investment opportunities that they offer is cloud mining. And if you click read more, you can see that it is through their partner company, which is HashFlare.io. So they're basically, Hashcoins is making the computers to do the mining, and then they send them right over to HashFlare.io or HashFlare to do the mining for them. So this is another reason why HashFlare actually still has mining contracts available while a lot of other companies are sold out, because they don't have enough computers to offer you guys the cloud mining. But this is why HashFlare usually has contracts available, because their parent company is actually the company that makes the mining hardware. But like I said, the domain does run out on the 15th. And like I was talking about earlier, another thing to keep in mind is the mining difficulty. It does change about every 2 weeks. You can see the last one, it went up in difficulty about 18%. It does go down sometimes. 18% was a high jump. 19 to 21% is the highest I've seen. It does usually average about 5% every 2 weeks. But like I said, the price of the coin going up also offsets the difficulty rising. So I'm okay depositing my 15 grand. You guys have to decide for yourselves whether you're comfortable depositing or not. I can't make that decision for you. I can just show you guys what I've been doing online to earn some passive income, and I want to branch out. I don't want to have all my eggs in just a few baskets. I want to have a bunch of different passive income streams just to cover my ass if one of them does run into problems, one of them does end up scamming out. Then I have a bunch more that are still paying me. So we can actually go ahead and make my deposit of 15,000 just to show you guys how if you did want to deposit. So we'll just click proceed. Like I said, you just click the shopping cart next to SHA-256. It will bring up this slide scale. You just put in how much you want to buy. It'll tell you the US dollar equivalent and the Bitcoin equivalent down below. I'm doing 100 terahash, which is 15,000. So we'll just click proceed. And then it'll pull up the payment page. It just tells you how much you're buying, how much it costs. You click select payment method. And then I'm paying with Bitcoin. That means paying with an outside Bitcoin wallet. You can also pay from your balance. And you can pay with a wire transfer from your bank, a credit card. But they do put a hold on your mining for, I believe, 14 days when you pay with your credit card, just to make sure that it goes through on your card and you're not going to try to dispute it. And you can also pay with Payeer. But I'm going to be paying with Pay with BTC, which, like I said, is an outside wallet. And then we're just going to go down. We're going to agree to the terms and conditions, and then hit confirm. And it will give us the amount in Bitcoin plus the address that we're going to be sending to. So we're going to be sending the Bitcoin to their deposit address, which they provide right here. So we'll just go to my blockchain wallet. We'll click on send. And then we'll paste in their address where it says who we're sending to. And I always like to make sure it's correct by matching up the first three and the last three. So 3ML Q8V. You can see 3M1 Q8V. And then the amount of Bitcoin we're going to be sending. You always want to copy and paste this. You never want to type it in yourself in case you get one digit incorrect. It won't actually go through correctly. So the amount in Bitcoin, you always want to copy and paste, and they have a different exchange rate than blockchain.info, the wallet. And then we can put HashFlare deposit. Today is 12/12. And then I always go priority fee, which is going to be pretty high. And if you guys are wondering why the fees are high, it's because there's a lot of transactions going on, a lot of unconfirmed transactions right now. So if we just go to unconfirmed Bitcoin transactions, we'll click on blockchain info, the top one. You can see right now there's 131,000 unconfirmed Bitcoin transactions. So whenever there's a lot of unconfirmed transactions, the fees will go up. because people want to get in and get their transaction confirmed, and to do that you're going to pay a higher fee. So because there's a lot of unconfirmed transactions right now, I'm actually going to go with a custom fee. You can see right now I'm paying 457 Satoshis per byte, and I'll actually up this to like 550, just because I want it to go through. We'll even do 600. That just gets me a priority spot, and my transaction will be confirmed faster than people that send with a regular fee or a priority fee. So I'm paying 114 bucks in fees. It is high, but I'm okay with that. We'll hit send, send Bitcoin, and then in HashFlare, you can see right here, that's my Bitcoin being sent over. And now I just need my 3 confirmations for it to be complete and for the hash power to be added to my HashFlare account. So if we just go to dashboard, now we have the message, your purchase is pending. Please allow up to 120 minutes for confirmation. And we just need our 3 confirmations, basically like any other Bitcoin transaction. And then it will be added to your dashboard, and you'll actually be paid out on it the next day. And also something else you guys definitely want to keep into consideration is the minimum withdraw. So you're obviously going to pay a mining fee when you withdraw from HashFlare, and you're going to pay a 0.0007 mining fee. But also the minimum withdraw is 0.01 Bitcoin, which right now is like 170 bucks. So just keep that in mind. If you guys are looking for daily payouts, something like that, you'll have to basically do the math on what you're putting in, how much you're earning a day, and that's how often you can do your withdrawals. A lot of people are upset that the minimum is 0.01 Bitcoin. I'm okay with that because obviously I purchased a decent amount of terahash, so I'll be able to withdraw every single day. But the people that buy a lower amount, if you're buying 10 terahash, something like that, you might not be able to withdraw. I don't think you'll be able to withdraw every day, but probably like once or twice a week you'll earn enough to make your withdrawal. So just keep all that stuff in mind, guys. Like I said, always do your own due diligence everywhere. Never just listen to me or any other YouTuber and deposit your money just kind of blindly following us. Always look into things for yourself, and always weigh out your risk versus reward ratio, and only deposit anywhere if you're comfortable doing that. And my number 111 rule ever is do not ever invest any money you're not willing to lose in a worst case scenario. Don't invest bill money. Don't invest your savings. Only invest money you're comfortable playing with and you're comfortable losing in a worst case scenario. Other than that, the video is already almost 30 minutes, so I'm going to cut it off now. I hope you guys are having an awesome day, and I will catch you guys on the next one.